Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, we have high pressure dominating the Pacific Northwest, and that is starting to fall apart. And in fact, we'll start seeing a big change later tomorrow from this system way up to our northwest. It's kind of following these lines, moving in our direction, and that's going to bring some much colder temperatures into the region. In fact, speaking of colder temperatures, it is colder east of the Cascades right now. We're into the upper 20s and low 30s. Mid to high 30s for the Shasta Valley and 40s west of the Cascades, but we're not going to drop a whole lot for tonight. We're going to be looking at 20s east of the Cascades and 30s west of the Cascades. We could be looking at some patchy fog over by Grants Pass, the Illinois Valley, and parts along the Klamath River for tonight. Other than that, we're going to be looking generally clear. For tomorrow, we'll look at a lot of sunshine, but we're looking at increasing clouds throughout the day, maybe a degree or two cooler for most locations. But other than that, it's going to be 50s and 60s throughout the region. In fact, 64 is the forecast high for Medford for tomorrow. Now you can see rain up towards Portland as we get towards tomorrow later in the day. This is the leading edge of our system. This is going to be moving into our region for tomorrow night into early on Monday morning. Now snow levels will initially be about, say, 3,500 feet, maybe 4,000 feet, coming down to about 2,500 feet by the time we go through Monday. So we'll be looking at snow east of the Cascades. We'll talk about the amounts coming up here in a bit, but we should just be looking at rain here on the valley floor for the Rogue Valley. But that won't necessarily be the case once we get towards Tuesday morning, because we'll still be looking at cold air moving into the region, and we could, but in that sense, you can see the speckled snow is decreasing quite a bit. So we may see a few flurries on Tuesday morning, but because of the 67, that was the official high for today, warmed up the cement really, really warm. So it's because it has such a high heat capacity, it's going to take a while to cool that off. So hardly anything is going to stick. Here's our next system up to our north for Tuesday. So how much rain are we going to be looking at for Monday? Not a whole lot of rain, because this is not a super strong system in terms of moisture, but we're looking at 1/10 of an inch to maybe 1/4 of an inch east of Cascades, around 1/4 of an inch or so here in the Rogue Valley, and we could be looking at about 1/2 inch or a little bit more than that along the Oregon coast. Now in terms of snow, we're going to be looking at some pretty good snow along the Cascades, also towards eastern part of our viewing area for western Lake County, eastern Klamath County. Could be looking at 3 to 6 inches for Quartz Mountain, about 1.5 feet. Very likely through Monday afternoon for the Cascades. So keep that in mind for your travel plans, because Monday is not going to be a good travel day. Tuesday, things improve quite a bit. Wednesday and Thursday, we kind of stair-step our way downhill, so we're not going to be looking at great weather, especially even towards Friday and Saturday. We'll show that here in a couple seconds here, but we're going to be looking at that cold air mass moving in for Monday. Snow levels getting very low for Tuesday morning, but the moisture really kind of taps out, so we just might see a few flakes down towards Medford and towards Ashland as well. High pressure builds in, snow level goes way up towards Wednesday and then starts coming down Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So from Arctic air up towards Alaska, it gets modified and moves into our area, so it warms up just a little bit, but not by much, because we're going to be looking at snow levels dropping to 1,000 feet, maybe even 500 feet over the weekend. Last time we saw measurable snow in Medford was way back in January 6th. We might see a little bit possible next weekend. So here we go with our forecast for the Oregon coast. Temperatures into the 40s for Monday and Tuesday. A lot of rain will be in the forecast for the next several days. Northern California will go from 63 to 45 for Sunday into Monday, so quite a significant difference. Warms up by Wednesday and cools back off yet again for the end of the week. Klamath Basin will be looking at some rain and snow, especially for Monday and then Thursday, but we'll be looking at a lot of snow by the end of the week and into next weekend. Cascades, we're going to be looking at feet of snow as we get towards the end of the week. Not really sure how many feet, but we're going to be looking at least a couple of feet throughout the region. For the Rogue Valley, we're going to be looking at, again, that possibility of rain changing over to snow showers from Monday night into early Tuesday morning. Not really expecting any accumulation. That'll change, though, next weekend.